What's up everybody, Kyler's Thousand here. Welcome back to another video. Today we have my AEW Double or Nothing reactions. Before I get into the individual stuff, I just want to say I really enjoyed Double or Nothing. I thought it was a great show. And let's just get into it after that. Well, first, actually I just want to say, during the show, they did pay tribute to both Shaq Gasper and Nakamura, so that was nice to see. And it was nice to see them pay tribute to them after like the sad week in wrestling, with both of them sadly passing away. So let's just get straight into the card then. Best friends. Chuck Taylor and Trent defeated Private Party in the buy-in. It was a fun match, kind of what I'd expected between the two teams. Best friends got the win, and it's kind of a fun match on the buy-in to kind of kick off the show really, even though it wasn't the main show. I thought it was a solid match. Then we had the casino ladder match for the future shot at the AEW World Championship, as Brian Cage, the debuting The Machine, Brian Cage, came out with Taz as his manager. Of course, he was the last entrant in to defeat Darby Allin, Colt Cabana, Orange Cassidy, Janela, Scorpio Sky, Sabian, Frankie Kazarian, and Luchasaurus. The match was fun. I thought it was a good ladder match. It was solid. There were some good spots. I liked how unique it was of the every 2 minutes another person entered. The match started off with both members of SCU, Sky and Kazarian, starting off, which was kind of fun. We've seen that at like a couple of rumbles where two partners start off. There was when Brian Cage first came out, everyone teamed up. After Mr. GNSI got his shit in, and they buried him under ladders and a poker chip that they had at ringside, and then Janela hit a sick Dead Valley driver. I believe it might be Orange Cassidy onto it. The sound it made was just perfect. At one point I thought Brian Cage killed Darby Allin, kind of had him lying on the ladder and press slammed him to the outside, which looked nasty. And happy to see Cage in AEW. I'm a big fan of him from his Lucha Underground, TNA, PWG days. So, and with Taz, I think it's a perfect pairing, and a big win already, guaranteed a shot at Fyter Fest, which Tony Khan announced in the media thing after the show. MJF defeated Jungle Boy then in a very good match. I thought this was a great match. It was one of the matches. It was like a match where both men came out looking strong. Jungle Boy giving it his all, trying to put away MJF, but MJF being the chicken shit heel, just barely escaping with the win. So both men coming out looking strong. And I'm excited to see what they do with both Jungle Boy and MJF, because considering how young both men are, they will be stars for AEW if they continue to build them the way they have been. TNT title match, Cody defeated Lance Archer, and I enjoyed this match. I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was terrible. I didn't think it was bad. I thought it was okay. I enjoyed it. But Mike Tyson was just stole the show. Whenever they cut the camera, his reactions were just hilarious. One time he was yawning, and I feel like it would have been a great match if there was a crowd there. Kind of Cody's style, kind of relies on the crowd, kind of like the Dustin match from last Double or Nothing. If that happened in an empty arena, I don't think we'd be looking back on it saying it was as good as it was. And I feel like maybe this is the type of match that, with a crowd and the heat behind the actual build, the crowd would have helped it. But yeah, as I said, I didn't mind it. And the belt, at first I don't know what to make of it. I didn't hate it, I didn't like it. I just found the main player to be very plain. But they said that because of the pandemic, the belt designers weren't able to get it finished in time. So it's understandable. And like with the red strap and all, it looks like they were going for the old NWA TV title style, which I'm not against. So I'm excited to see what it looks like once it is finished. I'm excited to see who Cody's first defense will be against. Statlander versus Penelope Ford. Again, another solid match, considering it was the last minute replacement with Britt Baker getting injured. I thought it was a good match. Sadly to see Penelope get a shot off pay-per-view, because I do like Penelope Ford and a big fan of Chris Statlander. So yeah, I enjoyed that match. I'm happy to see Statlander picking up the win here. It's kind of predictable though, with with Penelope being a last minute replacement. Dustin then defeated Shawn Spears. I actually kind of enjoyed this because I wasn't looking forward to the match, so I was kind of happy with how it played out, and it wasn't like a big long match. Like Spears came out and cut a promo, said Dustin wasn't here, and like played the music to Pisa, and Spears was like, I told you. And then Dustin's music played again, and Spears was like, no, I told you to play it once, and then like Dustin appears from behind. It kind of made Spears look like a joke, but and like I seen people complain like, oh, how is this better than when he was in WWE? Well, at least he's on a pay-per-view and on TV nearly every week. But yeah, like not everyone needs to be a big star, and I feel like they'll be able to like rebound with Spears. I'd be interested to see how they do. Like I feel like once Tully comes back, like he'd be able to like guide Spears back down the right patterns, like enough of this silly stuff, and like turn Spears back into like a serious wrestler. So like yeah, I don't really mind it too much. And like it was short, it was only like 3 minutes. Yeah, so for like something that I wasn't really looking forward to. Yeah, I done its job. Sheeta defeated Nyla Rose, and I loved this match. I thought it was fantastic. And yeah, I don't know what it was supposed to be, but Sheeta's gear kind of reminded me, I tweeted this out while I was watching, kind of reminded me of Hana Kimura's like red and black gear that she used to wear when she was in a weather tie. So I don't know if it was like a tribute, but to me, like, it kind of reminded me of it at least. Sure. So yeah, and I like posted a picture of like of Hannah's gear like on Twitter, so like if you want to like see and have a look for yourself, just click my Twitter link in the description. But yeah, I really enjoyed this match. Happy they put the belt on Sheeta. I liked Nyla as champion though. I thought it was time to go with Sheeta. She's my favourite wrestler on the AEW Women's roster, so happy they went well here. And yeah, the match itself was very good. I recommend you go check them out. In fact, I'd recommend you go watch all of these last 2 matches. Moxley then defended against Mr. Brody Lee, and again, it was a very good match. I was hoping that they'd deliver, and they did. And I thought they got the finish right, and Brody got put through the stage with the paradigm shift. He then kicked out, got hit with another paradigm shift, kicked out. I believe he kicked out with 2 paradigm shifts in a row, which then Moxley went and locked in the kind of like a standing arm triangle to put Brody away. Like Brody didn't tap, he kind of passed out. So yeah, it like kept Brody strong. It kept like Moxley won, and it kept Brody looking strong because he passed out and wasn't defeated. So yeah, that was a really fun match. It was kind of a big brawl. The reason I'm like kind of distracted, I'm just kind of setting up something in the game in the background because the Moxley Cage match that I had on ended, and the reason I went with Moxley and Cage is because Tony Khan did confirm that would be the match at Fyter Fest, which apparently was meant to be in London, which kind of sucks because I probably would have tried to go over to London for it. But back to Moxley and Brody. I really enjoyed this match. I would recommend checking it out, like the shooting match and the main event, like the co-main events, like a double main event between this and the Stadium Stampede. But yeah, like I just really hope they deliver. I feel like for Brody they needed to put on a great match, and they did. So fantastic! Excited to see where they go with Brody next. And I'm excited to see what they do with I'm excited to see Moxley versus Brian Cage. Whenever that is, they'll announce that on Dynamite. Main event time, and I absolutely loved this match. This match was fantastic. The Stadium Stampede between Matt Hardy and the Elite, Adam Hangman Page, Kenny Omega, and the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, took on the Inner Circle, which of course is Chris Jericho, Jake Hager, Sammy Guevara, and Ortiz and Santana. And yeah, this match was just perfect. One of like my favourite matches ever. I loved every single second of it. From the entrances, like running out like the NFL teams would, and like having the cheerleaders and all there, was just all perfect. And like the Inner Circle came out with like helmets and like football gear on, jerseys and like Inner Circle jerseys. It was fantastic. The match gets underway, and of course Hangman's not there. They kind of like brawl for a bit, and then all of a sudden Hangman appears and on a horse and just chases Sammy Guevara. And like there's a couple of good spots. There's like one point where Hangman's looking for Sammy, he crosses the bar, gets off the horse, tells it to stay there, and goes in for a glass of whiskey. Some great spots in this match, like the Pool of Reincarnation, where Matt Hardy came out as his different variations. We got some Matt Facts, which I marked for his V1. Is my favourite Matt Hardy, and one of my favourite like gimmicks ever. Some other good stuff, like Hager and Hangman just tore up a bar, which was like a proper bar fight, and like Kenny came in to make the save, and they broke like 10 bottles of the bubbly over Jake Hager before Hangman used Kenny his back to do the buckshot, which was great. And the tag team partners, even though there's some dissension, they share a drink together. Of course, Kenny drinking milk instead of whiskey, like with Hangman. Jericho hitting the Judas effect on the mascot was great. Matt Jackson going the full length of the field, doing the suplexes that he does, the Northern Lights, where he just floats over the whole time. Just went the full 100 yards of the field. Like they kept cutting Wayne back to it. Nick Jackson did a big dive off the kind of the stands through a table. They teased the golf cart spot again. Matt and Kenny were chasing down Sammy in the golf cart, but this time Sammy was able to outrun him and get away. And yeah, the finish of the match was great as well. It was a one-winged angel off like the top of like the tunnel through like, it was like something there to break the fall, and that was enough to keep Sammy Guevara down and give the Elite and Matt Hardy the win. And like just I know I left out a lot of great things that happened in this match because I don't want to spoil everything. Like, just go watch it. Like, I would recommend go watching the entire show, but if you were to only go watch one match, it would be this match. But like, go watch it all because I really enjoyed the show, especially the last 3 matches. They were perfect in my opinion. They were great, and the rest of the card was solid. It was good. So yeah, overall, really enjoyed AEW's Double or Nothing. Let me know in the comment section below if you enjoyed the show and what was your favourite match. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you in the next one.